I'm feeling better and better every day. For those of you who didn't watch my vlog, I had COVID and then I had symptoms that seemed to last forever. It's not long COVID. Apparently, long COVID means you have to have the symptoms for at least 3 months. And that hasn't happened to me. So I'm starting to feel so much better. Hooray, hooray for me. But today I thought we'd do something super fun because I haven't been going anywhere, and I thought let's think of some cool fun crafts. I'm going to make some runes. Now, I'm not sure if you know what runes are, but runes are a fun way to tell the future. Runes were used to write Germanic alphabets before the introduction of the Latin alphabet. And then after that, they were used to represent the concepts that they are being named for. So, for example, if there's a evil eye drawn, it's used to represent that concept. So we're going to do some, maybe a dozen, and these are kind of how you use them is you will put them in a bag and you drop them out of a bag onto a mat. You can make I'm going to make a mat just for this, just out of a cloth or something painted or something funky. And somebody says, "Can you tell my fortune?" You're like, "Sure." And so you dump them out, and whichever one symbols come face up, those are the ones you tell the person and read them their fortune. Kind of another form of divination would be a pendulum, you know, the ones that swing back and forth, or cards, tarot cards. I know nothing about tarot cards or those oracle cards. I know nothing about those. So I thought we could make some for fun. If nothing else, you could use them as a decoration piece in a bowl. My son has a painting of runes just on their wall. They don't use them for anything. It's just kind of a decorative, very ancient looking piece of artwork. So having said all of that, let's get started. So as you can see, I have some rocks here. Paid nothing, went outside to my driveway and found some that look kind of cool. Like, look at this baby. Isn't that the neatest? Or this one. Looks like a flat stone they would have used to build the Sphinx or something. I was looking for rocks that looked like that, very old or round. I like this one, but it has too many kind of fossils, can you see, in it? And look at this, it almost looks like a shell. It's an actual rock. I might use it. Ones that are too round or have too jagged of a bottom, I put aside. We're going to get started. First thing we're going to do, I think, is brush them. I have alcohol in this jar already when I use alcohol inks. So I'm going to take my paintbrush and just paint them with some alcohol. And then I'm going to drip the alcohol ink on so that it can have a chemical effect with the alcohol. And this first color is called Sailboat Blue. We'll just see what happens. Ooh, fun. Let's do a couple of drops of that. And I can't read the name of this green. It's kind of limey because I have a big blue fingerprint on it. Can't really see it. And then I'll add this red. So I'm just going to carry on giving my rocks these cool kind of, kind of feel. So I brought my rocks outside and look at the colors. Here I was worried they wouldn't be vibrant. Look at these. Even the dark ones are just lovely. And I sprayed them with this distress spray, mica spray, just to give them a little bit of glitter. I didn't do the other side yet, but look at that one. Holy crap. So I'm just going to spray the other side and let them dry. So now they look like gold. What fun are these, huh? God, I love to play. This is one thing that makes me, it's like the best medicine in the world. So, shake it up and just give them a quick spritzy. I don't care where it falls. And just let the wind dry them. So what got me thinking about spraying them with gold mica? I have a whole bunch of these bags I got at the Dollar Tree, I believe, or Dollarama, I can't remember. And they have a little drawstring. I might put a better drawstring in here. So I grabbed my sprays, you know, your dilution sprays. First I wet the bag and then I sprayed it. And then I wrung it like this so the colors would blend like tie-dye. And it kind of looks like tie-dye. So that's going to be my bag for my rune stones. Took, what, 2 minutes? So I'll let that dry. And then I think I'll paint, I don't know, my third eye on the bag just to make it kind of interesting. Is that cool? These are the sprays I used. I call it my ghetto spray. And I just used ink refills, a little bit of alcohol, and some water. And I've been using these for years and years and years. So yeah, that's all I used on that bag. So again, no need to buy stuff. I was trying to coordinate them with the colors I used in the alcohol ink. So you can see there. Had all this stuff downstairs. So look how fabulous. I need to get out of the shadow so you guys can see. These turned out. Oh, I love them. Okay, the next thing we are going to do, we are going to take some white paint here, and I'm going to just continually using this tray, this paper here as my palette. And then, as you all know, you can always use this again. It'll just get hardened and it'll make a great page in an art journal. Lay it there. And I need a spot on which to put my little symbol. And I wanted it to be like a perfect rounded spot. I've decided I'm going to work outside. And this sponge could not be more perfect. Look at that. So here we have our painted stones. I noticed that the red alcohol ink bleeds through no matter how much white I put on it. So that's okay. These are not meant to be perfect, but if you don't want that to happen, just a little tip to you to not put the red, sorry, trying to get my phone in the right position. A good tip for you to not put red alcohol ink on top of the stones. Now I think they're dry, so I'm going to go ahead now and start with some of the rune symbols. And as I do that, I will explain to you what each one means. I'm going to do them in pencil first because I will go over them with black Sharpie. So this one here, I'm going to do this symbol, and this symbol stands for crossroads. So we're just going to do literally crossroads. You guys can't see what I'm doing until I do the Sharpie, and the paint's not quite dry. So the crossroads symbol means big changes are about to happen in your life. You're literally at a crossroads and you're not sure what direction to take, but you have to put a lot of thought into, okay, time for a decision to be made about something that perhaps might be holding you back. Straight line down and across. And the fact that the surface of the rocks are so bumpy, it gives it that old look. The next symbol we're going to use is the sun. Just, you know, the typical sun with some rays all around it. And the sun is also a symbol of masculinity and protection. So if this one shows up, feel protected by some masculine energy. It doesn't have to necessarily be a man. Just masculine energy that is surrounding and protecting you. Aren't these fun? There, the sun. So while we're doing our masculine energy, the next one we're going to do is the moon, which symbolizes the feminine emotions and energy. And it's time to evoke that power and maybe release some emotions that you're holding on to and you don't want to let go. Some people cannot or find it difficult to release their emotions when they're upset, sad, angry. They always try to stay in that place of bottled up politeness, and you know what? That's all good for you. There we go. I'm sorry if it's a little bit off because I'm working over here, but I'll try to do it from here. Is flight. So I'm just drawing, you know how those typical seagull symbols that we draw all the time for birds? So flight symbolizes success, and most specifically success in a new job or a new position or a new endeavor. So if you're about to embark on a new endeavor, this symbol shows you that it should be successful. The next one we're doing is, it's got sort of two meanings. It's the third eye. And your third eye is supposed to be centered right in the middle of your forehead. And it sees things that we can't see with our visual eye. And this symbol symbolizes that somebody is being dishonest with you, and that you should be very, very careful and search for the truth in whatever situation is presented to you at the time. So it's the third eye. Let's color in that pupil. So here is our third eye. The next symbol I'm going to do almost looks like what it is. It's kind of a primitive letter P. And it's a symbol for joy, happiness, harmony, relief from pain, physical, emotional, any of that. This is a good sign. It's like a flag flying and you're the winner, success, all of those wonderful things. This symbol is one of my favorite ones. It is the symbol called waves. So I'm just going to do it this way. And it symbolizes forgiveness, washing away negative energy. If you've had a worried heart, time to let it go. So I made a circle and I looped it up here and made like an S. And I made a little loop there, and then I went there and I went around there. Okay? This next one is one that we all have. And it is a symbol of a gift, being generous, generosity, exchanging a gift of a smile or a material gift or anything like that. So that's this symbol here. And this next one I'm going to do, because it's pretty dang simple, use this one, is for inspiration and creativity. So it's like a V, a less than thing. This next one is the symbol for travel, moving, being in motion, rhythm, journey, anything that has to do with, moving around. If you don't know, maybe you're going on a journey, even if it's just to the grocery store. Okay, birdies, simmer down. I'm kind of giggling at this next symbol. It's on disruption, like these birds are having some kind of a disruption in their nest. We have a tree on our front yard, and the tree's been dead for some time, but it houses like a condo of bird nests. So some birds fly in through a hole in the bottom, some from the top, and sometimes they bump into each other and get kind of mad and have a little disruption. This next one, I quite like this one too, is the symbol of strength for overcoming adversity. Like being resilient. Reminds me of music notes. Because it looks just like music notes to me. So it's strength in overcoming adversity, which would be resilience to me. This one I have seen everywhere when I've looked at runes, because they have alphabets of runes. This one I see all the time, and it's for abundance and wealth. And this goes back to our Finnish farmers back in ancient times. If you had a lot of cattle and elk with antlers, then you were considered wealthy. So also wealth can be so subjective. Wealth can be happiness, joy, you know what I mean? It could be any of those things. So this next symbol is really simple. It's just like a straight line, like the letter I. And it simply stands for frozen, stuck, frozen in a situation, You're just stuck there. So I just wanted to show you quickly that I finished my bag. I just painted another evil eye on there. And put some dots with the paintbrush, painted the eye blue, yellow, green, you can see. And I put a piece of cardboard in. This bag is quite thin. So I put a piece of cardboard in here to protect, see I just had this in there, to protect the paint from going through all the way. So now I have a place to store all of my runes. I think I will eventually Mod Podge them all, because if you're going to be throwing them, and I'm going to get, I think I'll go to the Dollar Tree and find a placemat or something quite soft that's easy to fold up. That's my mat that I can throw them on daily. I will paint a circle on it, and whatever lands in the circle is what I will pay attention to. So there we go. Left some of them out. Cool, hey? Shake after you see when you shake them up. You don't want to do that, or it'll scrape off the paint or something. You know what I mean. And these would go along wonderfully with the affirmation cards we made a while back. I will put the link to that video in the corner up here or there or wherever. Remember those? So if you're having a fun party girl night, say let's play with these and the affirmation cards, and yeah, just fun. Okay, thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.